Is it possible to shoot some decent B-roll, handheld, with no stabilization? Hey, I was supposed to post a Q&A video, but it's not gonna happen today because something happened. Well, actually, snow happened here in Madrid, which is something that it's not very common. So I'm gonna grab two cameras, the Canon 90D and the Canon EOS R, and I'm going out to shoot some B-rolls with a twist. I'm not gonna carry my gimbal. Okay, I'm gonna go now. We talk about it after the intro. What's up guys, Dan Forlani here and welcome back to a new video. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. If not, just hit the like button. Well, today, as I said in the beginning, I was supposed to make a Q&A video. However, something extraordinary happened. Well, actually it's not that extraordinary for me, because I'm used to snow. But it's something really extraordinary here in Madrid, because I heard that the last time it happened, like that they had so much snow, it was more than 80 years ago. So I took the opportunity to go out and play with my kid, bring along two of my three cameras, the Canon 90D and the Canon EOS R, and shot some B-roll. As I said, I didn't bring with me my gimbal, my Moza Aircross 2, mostly for practical reasons. By the way, I shot with the Canon 90D and the Nifty 50 in 120 frames per second, slow motion, and no stabilization whatsoever. Also because when you shoot in 120 frames per second, you can't get any in-camera stabilization. And on the Canon EOS R, I had my 35mm 1.8. So now I'm gonna show you first what I shot with the 90D, and you will have to tell me what you think about it. And hit the like button now, subscribe if you ain't already, and check the links in the description to see all my gear and stuff and things and my gear. So just watch it. Okay, that was the Canon 90D with no gimbal, no stabilization, with a 50mm, the Canon 50mm f1.8, the Nifty 50. I love the Nifty 50. The parts of the B-roll where you see me with the camera in my hand, either shooting or pretending to shoot, is my wife filming me. Take this into consideration. In the footage you've seen, there is no stabilization. No in-camera stabilization, no lens stabilization, no gimbal, handheld, 100%. Plus, as I said, the parts where you see me have been filmed by someone who never used a camera for filming. Now, before we discuss a little bit, hit the like button and subscribe if you ain't already. And let's see the B-roll shot with the Canon EOS R and the 35mm 1.8, no gimbal. So what do you think about it? Leave a comment down below, let me know what you think about it. And hit the like button, and since you're there, subscribe if you ain't already. And check the links to see all my gear and stuff. Now, you have seen the Canon 90D with the Nifty 50 and the Canon EOS R with the 35mm handheld. Now I put it all together to make one single B-roll. Let's watch it. So what do you think about it? If the question is it possible to shoot some decent B-roll handheld with no stabilization? Well, the answer is yeah, I mean, within limits, it is possible, especially if you use slow motion. The Canon 90D had this disadvantage compared to the EOS R with the 35mm that was used with the Nifty 50, and in 120 frames per second it doesn't have any kind of stabilization, and also the focal length of a 50mm on a crop sensor camera, it's like using a 80mm, so much difficult to control, almost impossible to keep steady. But somehow it's possible, because when you shoot 120 frames per second, the footage somehow looks like smoother, less shaky. And also, when you shoot a B-roll, you don't have to use the entire footage. You just select some small pieces. If you're very careful when you shoot, it's not very difficult to find like at least 1 second here and there that looks completely smooth. You can use those pieces and stitch them together, and bam, B-roll is done. So it's never easy to get a completely steady video. We just do our best. Even with the gimbal, it's not easy. What do you think? That you just put the camera on the gimbal and magic, everything is smooth? It helps. Yes, for sure, it helps a lot. But still, even with the gimbal, you have to do like the ninja walk and move very carefully, and it's not actually very easy to control a gimbal if you don't know how. But as I said, it's much easier than completely handheld. And anyway, you have seen my B-roll, so you'd be the judge. Is it usable? Is it good? Is it decent? Again, let me know in the comments down below what you think about it, and hit the like button. Anyway, it was really fun to shoot in the snow. Well, alright, that's it for today. It was fun to play in the snow and film something. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe if you ain't already, and I will see you guys in the next video.